I often see a lot of questions and get a lot of emails about the best way to find a Salesforce job. So I'm starting on the Trailhead site today because I want to talk about one thing and then point you in the direction of kind of like the best way to learn it. So if you've kind of learned Salesforce and you understand the general like architecture or terminology, and you've gotten hands on a little bit, you understand fields, objects, relationships, uh, some of the security modeling and things like that. You're definitely able to jump into a lot of businesses and help them out, especially if it's a small business, especially if it's a business that's hiring its first Salesforce employees. I often find those are the businesses that really could use the most help, and it's a great place to get some ground up kind of experience. So, what I think, what I recommend doing is learning more about the cloud that they might be using. And what I mean by that is, if you walk into an interview with someone who's trying to help them or who's trying to find a Salesforce resource, they do not speak the Salesforce language. What they want to hear and what they want to understand is that you understand their business process and you're going to be able to help them map that out with Salesforce. So if it's a company that has gotten started with Sales Cloud, or if you have a bit of understanding about what that company does, maybe they provide a service, maybe they provide sales. I definitely ask that question before you go into the interview, because if you're able to speak very clearly about what leads are, what opportunities are, how that process flows from leads to opportunities and everything in between, then you can listen, you can ask questions that are relevant about their process, and then you can provide insights on what they should do or what they may need to do to improve their current process. So, even though you're interviewing for a role, you can still ask questions that are kind of consultative, especially again if you're in the market for one of these jobs that is hiring their first employee, right? If you're able to give some guidance about a specific process rather than just answer general questions about Salesforce, about fields and validations and stuff like that, you're gonna you're gonna portray the confidence that someone wants to hear when they're relying on someone to help them set this product up. So I'm here. I'm here on Trailhead, and what I'm just showing is if you go in the learn area and you click on trails, you can come into products and you can literally just choose the products that you want to learn about. So I'd focus on, bread and butter Salesforce's Sales Cloud and Service Cloud. I'd get really familiar with the different trails in these stacks, and just feel comfortable talking about sales processes and, being able to ask questions about their process and then maybe speak a little bit about Salesforce. So focus on the process. Obviously, your interview is about technology, but any decision maker who's not technical is going to want to hear you talk about the process.